We have got a very special guest who is joining us, Will Bourne, Bloodstock Manager for Ciaron Maher Racing. A very good morning, Will, and congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Morning. How are we feeling?
Probably better than you. How'd you pull up?
Not too bad. I had a few drinks with Ethan. I think I was in bed for 12, so I'm actually pretty fresh. Heading to the Hunter today, so didn't really want to start the week on the back foot, going up there looking at yearlings all day. So yeah, I'm pretty good.
The smart plan. Good morning, Will. Congratulations again on yesterday's win. Light Infantry Man, take us back to the start. When did this horse come into your hands and into the hands of Ciaron Maher and the owners that are so prevalent in your stable?
Yeah, we purchased him. It would have to be 2 years ago now, and it was the view with Colin McKenna. He wanted a horse to race in Europe for the Royal Ascot Carnival. And it was a horse that sort of was identified, and we sort of did a deal where we could only buy half the horse. It came out for Golden Eagle and then went back to David Simcock to race for the English summer season, and then come back down in our care. So it's been a long road. When we purchased the horse, the next start he came in, got beaten in nose in a Group 1 to Inspiral in France. We thought, how good's this? And then sort of it's been a bit turbulent from there. But look, we eventually got there, and Ciaron's done an amazing job, and the team and sort of the facilities that he's got and the way he's handled this horse, it's sort of paid off in the end.
Morning, Will. Congratulations. Going back to his overseas form, we saw him as an on-speed type there, but not really in Australia. He was back to being an on-speed horse yesterday and wins a Group 1. That's clearly how he performs best.
Yeah, his turn of foot isn't his asset. Well, he's sort of got a mediocre turn of foot. But what's really tricky is horses in England, their ability to be on speed and race on speed, and then that's their asset in racing, to have a high cruising speed. They come over here, and we obviously come out of the gates a lot quicker. So they just take a little bit of adjusting. If they can't get to the lead here and they lose their advantage of being, a high cruising speed, so they're sitting midfield, well, they come here, they sit midfield, and they stay midfield. So I think it was just getting out of the barriers and getting forward a lot, with a lot more intensity than they do in Europe. And that's I think, been the winning move here in Australia.
In that respect, was the wide gate yesterday a blessing in disguise?
It was actually, yeah. It was just giving him the ability to, because so much in Australia is they the jockeys, they go hard for sort of 100 metres and they sit up. Having a wide barrier, he can sort of come out of the barriers, build, and eventually get there. And that's pretty much what they did yesterday. You saw them, they went hard, he got outside lead, and then the leader actually took a breather mid-race, and, he gets some oxygen in, and then they kicked again on the corner. As opposed to in Europe, they just sort of build at one, even tempo.
No doubt the dust is still settling, but what is the plan for him at this stage, do you think?
I think it's a lot classier race. Not a lot classier, but it'd be higher rating, and we need to go up a level. But 2,000 metres of QE2 with the cut on the track will be ideal. The fact that he's actually won on the weekend or yesterday on a good track, it's very reassuring. He does go on good tracks, but he's a very good wet tracker. So I think if he can hit that Sydney Carnival, around the mile to the 2,000, even a bit further, you could really see him string a few wins together.
Hey, Will, that was a better run from Sox Nation there yesterday.
Yeah, she was very good. I actually must admit, I think I got interviewed after the race and they mentioned she came third. I didn't realise till I had to go watch the replay. I saw sort of Ethan kick. I was just sort of clinging for him to hang on. So, I didn't actually see it till afterwards, but I watched the replay this morning, and she was very good. And she can sort of stay here. There's that race in 2 or 3 weeks, isn't there?
To Van
She can tour down to the ground. Yeah.
Could we see her stay even for a Perth Cup?
Football? You guys watching the football at all in the background?
No, we're not. The NFL?
No, it's college football. It's Georgia v. Texas. There's like 2 minutes left. It's a very, very good game.
Talk us through it.
Well, the Georgia quarterback went down in about 2 quarters ago, so they got the rookie on board, and he's just torn it up. Now 3 points up. It's just,
that's multitasking, Mark.
Oh, yeah, he's good at this. He was doing this out at the Kingsway on Friday, weren't you? You had the overtime game on.
That was the Packers.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the Packers. No, but it was a it was a good race yesterday. Both horses performed well. For you guys, how did it stack up in previous years?
Going into the race, it didn't look like a vintage Northerly Stakes, that's for certain. So I think a horse like Light Infantry Man, and we said earlier on today, it's easy in hindsight, favourite in the Railway Stakes, but jumps double figures in a Northerly Stakes. He was probably over the odds in hindsight, wasn't he?
And he was out the gate a bit.
Yeah.
He was sort of 6s out to 11s, yeah.
Brilliant ride, just that we're not accustomed to seeing with that tight turn of the 1,800-metre circuit. Horses drawn wide perform so well, especially in a Northerly. So I think the ride was outstanding, all things considered.
It was good. It was a bit funny, though. So Ethan's come in to crown his Ben Malm's bucks the last 3 days, and I saw him in the lobby. And he goes, oh, wide barrier, we'll just go back and ride for luck. I said, well, you haven't spoken to the boss yet, have you? He goes, no, why? So I don't think that's the plan.
How are we going forward, mate?
yeah, we'll be going forward. So we did have a little chuckle with him after the race. But, yeah, he actually, you know, given what Ciaron said to him, he rode it perfect. It was exactly what Ciaron was after. You know, J-Mac 2 weeks ago, in all fairness to him, he stood outside the jockey rooms for 10 minutes telling us how he watched all the replays overseas, and this horse's advantage is his ability to have a high cruise. He needs to be on speed, and he's going to, you know, ride very forward. And then he sort of half took a sit, J-Mac, then they really put on the brakes, and he was really flat on himself when he came back in 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
He sort of knew, you know, he knew it wasn't sort of, it panned out the best for him. So Ethan just got it spot on yesterday, I must admit.
Hey, Will, we've loved your company over here. Thanks a lot for coming to 2 of our Racing on the Road shows. You've been magnificent with your time again this morning. Get back to that college game and enjoy your trip back to Sydney.
No, I really appreciate it. I mean, everyone's hospitality over in Perth's been great. Marty, thanks heaps, and hopefully come back to the Quokka or something like that. But I love coming over here, and I just must say that everyone's been great, so thank you.
There he goes, Will Bourne. He is the Bloodstock manager to the Stars, or the Star Bloodstock manager, whichever way you want to put it.